Welcome back to another episode of the best podcast out there, the Train Well Podcast, where we inspire you to move more, to get stronger, and to have fun. I am joined with my favorite co-host, Trainer Darian. Trainer Darian, what is good today?
Everything is good, Joey. I'm feeling great today.
And today, folks, I think that just brainstorming this episode with you, D, it's great. And the stage we're going to set for you guys is what we call the power of the pivot. And we're going to dive deep into when life gets busy, right? You have a new life event, something changes in your life, right? That you have to hit the backup plan. If you have one, hopefully you have one, right? And execute that. So that's going to be the stage for today with this episode. So D, why don't you bring us in a little more?
Yeah, okay. I'm super excited to talk about this because this has been top of mind for both of us right now. Because we're both, and I think a lot of people at this time of year. So the season is changing, but that also means like if you're a parent, back to school time, or if you're even like in college, you're going back to school. Things are changing up at this time of year. Routines are different. Joey, you, for example, just had a third baby, and that's probably rocking your world a little bit. And that's like a huge adjustment. For me personally, I'm working on like multiple projects right now, super busy with work. And my kid just went back to school, and my littlest just went back to kindergarten or just started kindergarten. And so we are in a season of change for sure.
Yeah, I think when people go through a busy time in their life, right? Like fitness is the first thing to always take the back seat, right? It just happens that way. And I would say it's so common for busy seasons to derail health because of this time crunch. You're tired all the time from the tasks you're taking on, right? You have unpredictability in your schedules. And so a lot of people fall prey to this mindset trap of this all or nothing thinking. And I've done it many times. Like, by the way, don't think I'm some angel over here who always nails everything, because I make mistakes probably a million more times than the listener. So keep that in mind. This all or nothing approach I can't stand as a trainer, because clients just fail to understand that you do not need to go to the gym 4 days a week for 60 minutes. You do not need to do these ultra long workouts or whatever the case may be. So I think that's a very common mindset trap. Are there any more you can think of, D?
Yeah, I think a lot of people will think when you have a lot of things on your plate and everything feels urgent, you start to feel like taking care of your own health and fitness is like the lowest priority there is. And but in reality, we have to take care of ourselves to be able to continue forward and be doing all of the things on our plates. And it seems like in the short term, no, let me just push off my workouts for now. I'm not going to worry about that. I got to get all these other things done. And like short term, yeah, maybe that's true, but the long term effects of that are that you're going to feel run down, you're going to feel burnt out, you're not going to feel like you can move easily in your body. You're not going to feel like yourself. You're not going to have the energy you hope to have ultimately. So we have to find some balance.
And I just can think of this quick story. Like if you're in college, right, and you're studying for finals, like a lot of my friends, right, they would be like, oh, I just can't work out because, I just have to do all this. And I found that working out, even a quick, walk or getting some fresh air, right, that
Mhm.
made me 10 times more productive, and my brain just lit up, because your brain literally loves movement. By the way, listeners, ask yourself this question. When you had to take an important call, like super important phone call, important. I've been working on my pronunciation of important and mountain. When you take that important call, you are standing up, right? You're very rarely sitting down. You're moving about, and that's your primal brain saying, "Hey, you need to." Movement is good, right? Movement is good for my brain. So keep that in mind. If you're ever bogged down, just know that even a quick 5-minute mobility routine on the floor or a date with your foam roller, that is going to wake you up and you'll be more productive. And it sounds counterintuitive, but you're going to have more energy overall. And one last thing I'll say before we continue is Busy does not mean broken, people. Busy does not mean broken. Okay. It just means we need a new plan.
Yeah. You know what else, Joey? I just want to say one more thing about busy. I find, and maybe this isn't the case for everyone, it probably isn't, but I would guess it's the case for a lot of people. When I am super busy and I am on and I'm having to stay focused, I get that momentum going and it actually feels so much easier just to keep it going than to stop. And I think we can lean into that. Like, I know the instinct is to want to go like, oh, I just want to sit on the couch, but you got that momentum. Like use that momentum and put it into your health and your fitness.
That's why everyone should read Make Your Bed by General McRaven, because you start your day with a win by making that bed, right? And once you accomplish the first task of the day, momentum keeps you going, baby. Momentum. Anyways, D, let's start to break down some core strategies
Yeah.
here to navigate. Okay, so
Yeah.
give us a forefront. What's at the top of your head here?
Yeah, I think something that is like vitally important is to redefine what success means to you in terms of your fitness. So like yes, there let's say for example you have been hitting your routine consistently, you've been going to the gym for an hour, 4 days a week, everything's going great, you're noticing those strength gains, and then we hit that busy season and it feels like oh no, I can't get to the gym anymore, I can't hit 4 days, I can't stay for 60 minutes, and all of a sudden we feel like we're failing. But if we're not defining success by like how many days of the week and how long we're staying at the gym, um, we open ourselves up to success in new ways. So, like, what that could look like is like, no, I can't get to the gym for 60 minutes, but I'm going to commit to, I'm still going to go 4 days a week. And even if that means I'm only staying for 15 or 20 minutes, or I'm just doing my main lift and one accessory. And if you want to think about how to or if you want to learn about how to put together a workout, listen to our episode from a few weeks ago. We broke down how to put together a really great workout, no matter what your time limitations are. Redefine it for yourself. Maybe you decide in this busy season of your life, you don't want to base your success on how much strength you're gaining, but maybe you want to base it on gaining some flexibility. Maybe you start doing more mobility routines, or maybe you want to put it on leaning into honoring what your body needs and doing more gentle movement, like walking in nature. Those are all ways to be successful. Success is not defined by one thing in the gym. So open your mind up to like, what else could movement look like for me outside of what I've been doing.
Love it, D. I'll tie a bow on it and say never let perfection. I want to say this right. Never let perfection be the enemy of consistency. Okay, number two. This is prioritizing what we call movement snacks. Such a great term. Whoever coined it, thank you so much. But this movement snack, right? As you're going through a busy season, right? An example is simply every time you go get coffee, right? And there's this little stairs next to it. Like at our house, I'm thinking of the stairs right there. Just go up and down the stairs a few times. And honestly, I'll never forget. I climbed the 14er yesterday, Long's Peak. Okay. My legs are freaking shot. All right. And so I made a deal. My tendency was I just want to sit down, like I don't want to move, right? But I know that movement will heal and prompt active recovery and blood flow. So I made a deal with myself that every time I walk by those stairs, I was at least going to do the first landing, which is like 8 steps up and then 8 steps back. And by the way, stairs are a great knee over toe. Shout out Ben Patrick, knee over toe rehab tool for you. But anyways, movement snacks like that, or even if if you're at a desk all day, right? Set a little timer for every 2 hours. Just get up and move. Go to the drinking fountain. That pays dividends in these little snacks you can
Mhm.
do throughout the day. Another thing I love here is you can anchor fitness to daily tasks. So like if you take the kids to soccer practice, right? Don't sit in your car or in the comfortable lawn chair and watch a little Johnny score goals. Like that's your time to go walk around that hill over there in the background. Go do some hill sprints, right? Or like I said, like if you're at work, you obviously don't want to get on the ground and like stretch, if you're in the office in the cubicles, people think you're weird. Or you can turn yourself into the movement guy who does that weird stuff. but you can simply, stand up, do a quad stretch, standing quad stretch, or some arm circles or some neck mobility. So yeah, prioritize movement snacks, whether you like it or not. It's going to help. It's going to pay dividends long term. Just make that deposit in the bank, baby, every day.
Yeah, I got some little bike pedals for under my desk.
Gosh,
And
no, not
so,
those. I
yes,
saw those. My grandma
I'll
had those.
yeah, but you know what? It helps because I get to move my legs. I'm less fidgety. I can focus more. So I'm getting that, it's not like I feel like I'm like sweating beads over here, but I'm moving my legs. And you know what else I'll do sometimes, Joey? I keep a kettlebell. I keep like a set of dumbbells and two kettlebells in the corner of my office. And every once in a while, I'll just bust out a few swings, bust out some inchworms. Like you were saying, it can be so simple, it really can.
I want everybody to Google what do you call that thing? The stair
Pedals, under desk pedals.
under desk pedals. Google those and have a good laugh. Picture Darian doing those because I'm already doing the same thing. Every time that commercial comes on, I'm going to be making fun of you, D.
You know what? I fully stand behind my under desk pedals. It's huge. It's awesome. Okay, so let me tell you about another pro tip here, another strategy you can use. So this is more in line with nutrition because let's just face it, when we're like super busy, we're not really thinking about like creating a balanced meal. I mean, truly. And I will say, I think of all of these things, this is the number one thing that I struggle with is preparing, making a game plan for eating. If I am busy, and I know everyone's different. If I'm busy, if I'm stressed, for me, eating is like the last thing on my mind. I'm almost never prepared. I have like nothing in the fridge. I've nothing that would go together to make a meal. I'm just truly winging it. So if you're like that, and even if you're not, set yourself up for success with winging it. Have things in your fridge that are easy grab and go things. So you don't have to stop and put together a whole meal and make a salad. Like have those little baby bell cheeses in your fridge. If you do make dinner, make extra so you have leftovers in your fridge. Grab tuna packets, salmon packets, grab like crackers and hummus or veggie pre-cut some veggies and hummus, or better, buy the already pre-cut veggies. Like just make it as simple as possible. Buy the frozen veggies for dinner that are already pre-cut, dump those in the pan. Like I live on rotisserie chicken. Seriously, I like won't even cook anymore. It's a rotisserie chicken all the way for me. And you know what I'll do? I'll pull off some meat from the rotisserie chicken, put it in a little tortilla with some spicy mayo and some cabbage and avocado. It's like the easiest thing in the world to make. Boom, you got yourself a lunch taco. Make it simple. It does not have to be the most perfect, pretty, balanced meal you've ever had, but you do have to still eat and consider nutrition. Keep nutrition in mind. And of course, have your dark chocolate on hand. No one can live without dark chocolate. So there you have it.
I love that rotisserie burrito you said. That's pretty solid.
So good.
If you're making it, my mom used to call this the busy mom enchilada dish, right? Is you can make really quick enchiladas with rotisserie chicken. Maybe we should do a whole podcast on recipes.
That would be good.
Um,
Wait,
yeah.
wait. Before you go on, I forgot to say the key ingredient of this taco that I make is pickled red onions.
Ooh,
Oh
nice.
my
Like in the
God.
jar.
Yeah, I just scoop them out of the jar and pop them on top of that taco. It is like the key for flavor. So I can't even believe I forgot that. Insane. Try it.
I just want to share my quick grab and goes. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Uh, I always think of protein and produce, by the way. If you're ever in a pinch and you're at a restaurant or a business meeting or whatever, protein and produce will save the day. Okay. If you're going to a Mexican restaurant, I always love the fajitas. Okay. I'm not going to eat the rice, I'm not going to eat the beans, right? But I'm going to go to town on the chicken, on the shrimp, on the steak, right? And then all the colors of the pico de gallo and the guacamole and all that, right? So protein and produce. But my grab and goes, I have three of them. Okay. Number one is I'm a meathead at heart, right? Protein shakes, okay? Have that on hand. Protein shake, protein powder. Make sure you bring the scoop with you so you know how much to put in because and you just mix it with water. And it's a great, great high protein, low fat option. That's number one. Number two, beef jerky, Paleo Valley beef sticks. Check those out. Don't get, what do they call it? Slim Jims. Don't get
Slim
Slim
Jim.
Jims. Don't be getting that at the 7-Eleven, okay? Check out Chomps and check out Paleo Valley. amazing, good. You can get venison beef sticks, chicken sticks, whatever. Number 3 is hard boiled eggs. Make like 10 of them. Your breath will smell. Heads up. So have some gum with you. Have some Listerine next to you. So yeah, those are my grab and goes.
Yeah, you said so many good ones. Like I couldn't think of them off the top of my head, but also just like apple and peanut butter. That's like a super easy one. Like have some fruit with you. I've been like digging cottage cheese. I know cottage cheese is like the trendiest thing in the world right now, but cottage cheese is so delicious and it's so high protein. Or yogurt. Those are such easy grab and goes. Like embrace the snack lunch. I love a good snack lunch where I just put a bunch of snacks on a plate and call that lunch. You can be very balanced with that. Some turkey slices, roll them up.
Yeah, and one more thing on the rotisserie, right? It's not
Yeah.
rotisserie chicken is not lazy, folks. It's just busy season genius.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Last topic I'd like to talk about here, D, is sleep, right? Sleep is the silent killer or the silent workout that you cannot skip. Like sleep sets the table for everything. Okay. You need to make sure, I always say 7 hours is like the gold standard. It's research back. 7 hours is everything. But hey, 5 hours is better than 4, right? A 20-minute nap is better than trying to power through on caffeine and other stimulants, right? So prioritize that. So and sometimes the healthiest thing you can do today is just shut your laptop and take a nap or even go for a walk. But please prioritize these stress management strategies you can do: breath work, journaling, getting out in the sun, yada, yada, or spending time with your loved ones. Make sure you laugh every day, watch some comedy in the evening, and get that sleep in. Okay. Ideally 7 hours. Do what you need to do to prioritize that sleep above all else, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. So I want to talk about how we're going to reframe our mind, our mindset for busy seasons. Because here's the thing, here's the reframe. A busy season is just that, it's a season. It's not a forever. It's temporary. As you all know from living in this life, things go in waves. There are ups, there are downs. Sometimes we're hanging right in the middle. And I think the key here is being adaptable, being able to pivot, and knowing that like those harder seasons where you're maybe not doing the routine you ideally would want to do, it is temporary. It is temporary. So remember that. And also remember that even if you're not, you don't want to fall into that all or nothing mindset. Okay. So even if you're not doing it at like 100%, if you're doing 70, that's better than zero. If you're doing 50, that's better than zero. So just keep doing something when you can. Keep that ball rolling, like we talked about. Keep that momentum going.
It's so easy to think that's kind of how the brain works too. When you get through a busy time or a difficult time, your brain automatically senses that this is the quote unquote forever trap, right? It's going to be
Mhm.
like this forever. But you have to understand that this season, just like you said, D, is a chapter, not the entire book.
Yeah.
So we encourage you listeners to maintain, don't maximize, right? There are times driving down the freeway where you can pedal to the metal and go, as Matthew McConaughey says, green light. But maybe it's a yellow light where you need to proceed with caution. So
hmm I love that. Okay, so let's do a quick, like rapid fire tips that would help people just like keep that ball rolling and keep that momentum going, even in really busy seasons. So hit us with a tip.
okay, one thing is you need an accountability buddy. And so when you get overwhelmed, like have the guys in your corner or have the folks in your corner, your herd, your tribe, whatever you want to call it, that you can lean on. Hey, I need a pick me up. Give me a joke, right? If you as a last resort use AI, I'll ask Alexa for a good joke every now and then just to get a little bit of laughter in, but have that accountability factor fixed in there.
A great way to get accountability is if you sign up for Trainwell. You
Yeah, totally.
have a personal trainer in your pocket. But here's another tip for y'all. And I kind of alluded to this. Keep some fitness equipment nearby. Like if you work from home, have a kettlebell in your office if you're able to, or a set of dumbbells. Or I'm not kidding you, I used to carry around those little mini bands in my little hip pack because it's just a really easy. I mean, not that you're going to carry minivans in your hip pack, but like if you're on the go a lot for work, maybe keep some resistance bands in your car. So if you do find some downtime, you can do a few quick exercises. But remember, body weight exercises are always available for you too. So take those moments, do those movement snacks like Joey talked about. Okay, last tip. This is kind of along with a tip that, oh my God, what's the word for it? a term that Joey just coined. He called it fitness forecasting. Is that what you called it?
Yeah, fitness
So
forecast.
schedule your workouts. Remember, and it doesn't have to be the 60-minute workout. Whatever it is, when you find the time in your calendar, schedule it in there and then look ahead. Sometimes busy seasons are more predictable, like right now at the beginning, end of summer, beginning of fall, when lots of changes are happening. You can look ahead and make that game plan for yourself. Have a backup plan ready to go. You don't have to wait until things get insane to create the backup plan. You can just have an idea of your kind of forever backup plan ready to go. So when the busy season hits, you know exactly what you're going to do.
And with that, listeners, just remember that fitness is flexible. Okay. It can bend if you let it. So never go for that mind trap set or mind set trap. Yeah. We thank you so much for listening. As always, please, please, please share the show. Give us a review. You can even text us, ask questions for more content. We'd love to hear from you.
And if you want help creating a plan, having someone who can create those backup plans for you, someone who's going to hold you accountable to the plan, go ahead and check our show notes for a link to sign up for Trainwell for 14 days free and get your very own personal trainer.
Talk to you guys next time.
Bye.